Hey guys, George here with Ancona Real Estate Professional in the Miami area, and today we're talking about contracts, residential contracts, and 3 clauses that protects a buyer from losing their escrow deposit or tying them to the house without them really wanting to. Now, the first one is the inspection period. Now, it could be anywhere from 10 to 15 to 12. Technically, you could put any time there. Standard is anywhere from 10 to 15 days. Especially when you're buying your residential home, we'll put 10 to 15 days, enough time to give the inspection team to come in and check the health of the house. Now that's what I call checking the health. How healthy is the house? Then you check the AC, the roof, plumbing, electrical, termites, mold, structure, anything that will affect the value of the home or will be a big ticket item to your pocket. Now they're gonna check little things like the sockets and things that could easily be changed, but we should be focusing on the big things, right? Things that are gonna really affect your pocket in the long run, or short term or long run part of that. So the inspection period protects you. If you find anything during the inspection period, you can cancel it, cancel the contract with the help of your agent, get your escrow money back, move on to the next one. If you don't and you want to move forward, you pass the inspection period. Once you pass the inspection period, you can no longer get your escrow back based on the inspection period. Now you gotta go move on to the next one. The next one is basically the financing contingency. Now the finance contingency is basically within the certain time limits that we put in the contract, you have to get financing for that home. And we agree that if you cannot get financing for the home as a buyer for any reason, you're entitled to go ahead and get your escrow deposit back as long as you put a cancellation notice or that you did not get your financing for the home within the time period that you have on the contract. Usually that's 30, 45 days, sometimes might be a little longer, 60 days, depending on the deal. The other one that protects, let's say you are qualified financing and you're moving forward. The other one, the last one, basically we look at is the appraisal contingency. So what the appraisal contingency does is basically the house has to appraise when the bank sends an appraisal out, the house has to appraise for the amount of the price, or the bank is not going to give you the loan past that. Or most banks won't give you a loan past that. Now, as a buyer, that tells you how much is the house really worth to the bank and to yourself. Now, as a buyer, obviously, if you bought a house $300,000. You don't want it to come back at $280 because that means you're overpaying for the house according to the bank. Now, yeah, the house might be a little more special. You might pay a little more. Some buyers might even come up with the money up front to pay for the house if they really like it. It doesn't always happen, but it could happen. But most likely people want to stick house buying for $300, appraisal is $300, you're in the clear, good, and you go, the bank giving you all the money, you don't have to come up with extra money out of your pocket to get the house. If that does happen, if the house comes back lower than appraisal, you have the choice to cancel the contract and get your escrow deposit back. We can negotiate with a seller and bring it down to the appraised value. Or again, if the seller might not want to do that, walk away, or meet in the middle, you put some money and the seller goes down a little bit and we put a deal together depending how much you really want the house, how much the house is special to you, whatever the circumstances is. Sometimes the appraisal might be by $5,000, which is not a large amount, and that's easily worked out between the seller and the buyer. And as an agent, sometimes we step in and put the deal together because $5,000 is not worth enough for you to lose your home, or as a seller to lose a qualified buyer that's gone through all those 30-day steps to purchase a home. So hopefully this gives you a little more clear of some clauses on the contract that you should be looking out for as a buyer, as an agent and my team. We make sure those clauses are explained to our buyers so that they can know what they're getting themselves into and know the timeline and be a little more educated in the process, and then no miscommunication down the line when we do have to ask for the escrow back and they did not know that what was going on or how could they get the escrow back. All right. If you want to work with our team, please reach out to us, 786-217-7876. We love to work with you, help you find your first home, second home, investment home, any rentals, anything we can do for you. Again, 786-217-7806. Jorge Ayala with Ancona Real Estate. Have a wonderful day.